Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss this problem G, no more than triples from the code force is around 630 div 2. So the problem is that we are given an array of length n and a tuple ijk is called a monotone triple if there are indexes ij and k such that the elements present at those indices are either increasing or either decreasing. For example, in this array 5, 3, 4, 5, then if we see the elements at indices 2, 3 and 4, which is 3, 4 and 5, they are increasing, so we can say that they are a monotone triple. So we are given this sequence of integers of length n, and we are given q queries of the form L and R. We are given the range in that each of the query, and we are asked to find any subsequence with size greater than 2, with size strictly greater than 2, or like starting from 3, such that that subsequence has no monotone triple present in that. If there are multiple subsequences with present in that range, then we are asked to find the subsequence with the largest length among all those subsequences as well. Other thing is that we are given this constraints n and q, which is 2 and 10 power 5, both are, and yeah. So if we understand with this example, so we are given this array of length 6, and we are given these two queries. So the array is this 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9. So in the range 1 to 3, we can only choose the length 3, so we have to choose all these elements. So and we then have to see whether there are any monotone triple present in this range as well. So if we see 3, 1 and 4, it is like decreasing and then increasing, so it's not continuously increasing or continuously decreasing. So we can take the whole range of 1 to 3 indices and just output the subsequence length and its indices as our answer. What about other query, second query, which is 4 to 6? So if we see 4 to 6, we can only choose length 3, so we have to consider only this subsequence of length 3. So which is 1, 5 and 9, which is increasing. So it means that we cannot have any subsequence of length 3 in this range. So the subsequence will be, we can say that has length 0, and there are no indices corresponding to them. So let us now try and to understand this problem on the whiteboard. So it is very clear that the subsequences that we have to choose can have length 3 or the length 4. So if the subsequence has length 3, so let us try to build from the very simple case when the length will be 3. So when the length is 3, then we need to understand this thing that the subsequence can have order of magnitude like that. It will start from some position, some order of magnitude, and then from that order of magnitude it will increase and then it will decrease. That is, we can choose elements at this corresponding this magnitudes. So like let us assume that there is some scale like y-axis correspond to this. These are the magnitudes, and so it means like it is increasing and then decreasing. So we can choose these elements or the indices at these positions because the magnitude of these elements are not increasing or not decreasing. So this is our simple simple order of magnitude variation for the length 3 subsequence, such that it doesn't contain any monotone triple at all. So this is one. We can also have its complement like this in this way, so that will also work. So now let us come to the case when the length will be 4. So when the length will be 4, then what will be the order of magnitude variation? It is clear that the order of magnitude variation will be similar to the one which is order of magnitude variation for the length 3, but we will extend that like further. Like in the length 3 we have considered only these 3 elements, but in the length 4 we will also consider this element as well. So like, can there be any monotone triple present when the subsequence have order of magnitude variation be like this? No, there is no monotone triple present in the subsequence of length 4 if there is order of variation is like this. But yeah, there can be a monotone triple present in the subsequence of length 4 if the variation is like this, but the top position is like here. So if the top position is like here, so then these three positions, this, and this, form a monotone triple. So it means we cannot have a starting position of like the ending position beyond the level of the peak here, or in the other case it will be here. So yeah, so the maximum of this and this, it should be in the middle of this. Other thing we can observe is this. So if the subsequence which is starting from here is, instead of starting from here, it starts from here. So if it starts from here, then we'll also have a monotone triple, which is here, here, and here. It means what we observed from here, this observation is that the subsequence can have an order of magnitude like this only and only if the magnitude of the first and the fourth is strictly in between the magnitude of the second and the fourth and the third, right? So it can also be said in a mathematical way that the maximum of the first, of the second and the third is greater than the maximum of first and third, the fourth, and also the minimum of second and third is less than the minimum of the first and the fourth, right? So in this way, this is our consistency condition. So now let us come to the length 5. From 5, it will be very obvious how we are going to do further. So let us take the length 5. Yeah. So now when the length is 5, we will go and try to further extend that curve. So we know that we can extend this curve only in this direction. So because if we try to extend this in this direction, then the elements at this position, like we will have 5 elements, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and these 3 elements then will form a monotone triple. So that we do not want. So we cannot extend it here in this direction. So yeah, you cannot extend in this direction. It's completely forbidden. And then if you try to extend in this direction, increasing direction, then these elements will also form a monotone triple, this element, and this element. So it means we cannot extend in this direction as well. So it means that we cannot extend our curve further for length 5 and also for length greater than or equal to 5 as well, because the subsequence, any subsequence of a given length, like for example the length is 4, then it can be extended from only the length 3 case. Like we cannot have other kind of variation which is increase, which because in other case of variation will lead to increasing or decreasing monotone triple, and that we do not want in our this subsequence result subsequence. So these are our observations. Other observation we need to understand are from this. Consider a position I. So if a monotone, if a subsequence we have 2 subsequences, let us take of length 3, not of different length, but let us take, we have taken this subsequence subsequence of length 3, which is like this. So let us move our I here. So yeah, so this is our I. So corresponding to this, we have this 3 elements which is not forming a monotone triple. We can choose this one, or we can also have, let us assume we are having two lengths and two subsequences of which are not forming a monotone triple. And so one is like this, it starts from here, it has one index here and one index here. So what subsequence we should choose if the length is 3 in both of the cases? The idea is a greedy approach, that we should always take subsequence which is starting from the nearest position to the I, because if we choose this subsequence, then in this range, the subsequence, well, there will be no subsequence and the length will be 0. But if we have considered this subsequence, then in this range our subsequence, maximum subsequence, will have length 3, and that we are desired to do. So it means we should always choose a subsequence which is nearest to the position I. If there are more than one subsequence nearest to the position I of the same length, that is of length, in this case we have considered length 3, but if there is length 4, then we should always choose the subsequence of length 4 which is nearest to the position I. But if there are two subsequences which length 3 and length 4, we should always choose the length 4 no matter where it starts from, or like no matter how far it is from the position I. So that is one observation we also need to understand. What else? Now the thing is all about implementation. How we will gonna implement this thing? We know that at any position I, there will be whether one subsequence which will terminate and has length 3, or there will be subsequence of length 4 which is terminating at position I, or like it is also terminating like before I, but we can also take it also as subsequence starting like ending at I as well, because we can remove the extra elements in between those positions. So now Let us try to understand the implementation with this example 314159. So we have this indices 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and 9. So what we're going to do, we will want to keep one vector and its complements set, and we'll also going to keep another vector, another pair of vector and a complements set of that vector. And what we will going to do, let us discuss on the first pair. The second pair will be like in the similar terms. So in this vector, v, like let us say v, and its complement set, let us take s. So what we will going to keep in the vector v, we will going to keep the indices, the elements of the indices of the elements which are decreasing, right? And if the element are increasing, we will gonna not keep that element, and instead we will start from that element. Like when we will insert the index 0 in this vector because there is no element present in this vector. Then when we come at position I, okay, we will gonna only keep like, let us assume we are keeping only increasing. So 3 and 1, we know that 3 and 1 are not increasing, they are decreasing. So it means like if I put here the index 1, it means this in a of 0 is, since a of 0 is greater than a of 1, so and we have to keep only increasing 1, so we will remove this 0 and we'll put this 0 here. In that way, we will only keep the indices such that the elements at those indices will increase only. And if we find any element which is which make it like this, we will gonna decrease those elements and we'll put those elements in this complement set. And when we'll come at this position 4, we know this 4 is increasing, so we can keep the indices as such. But when we come at this position 1, we know that this 1 is also decreasing with respect to this 2. So we will want to keep this 1, but we know that we have to not take any 2. So we're going to remove this 2 and we'll put this in the complement set. And when we come at this, when we compare this one with this one, we know that this will not make it like decreasing, strictly decreasing. It will be like similar level. So we're not going to delete this one. So in this way, we will going to keep the elements, like in one of the vectors, we will keep only increasing elements, and its complement will put those elements which make it decreasing, like here. So what we have then, what we have is like this. I have put here, yeah. So I put initially 0 put here, and then I deleted 0, and then I put 0 here, and then I put 1 here, and then after that I put 2 here as well. When we will reach at position 2, what we are going to do when our current position is 2, so then remember the indices are starting from position from 0, not from 1 to 3 like this, right? So when we are at the index this 2, so let us try to find out like whether there can be any subsequence ending at index 2, and also only possible length is 3. So we will try to find out how. So when we are at this current position 2, we will go to the previous position, which is 1. If there is any previous position, if there are no previous position, we will not do anything. So if there is previous position, if some previous position exists, in this case which is 1, we will gonna find the earlier position to this previous position in its complement. In this case, we are able to find this position 0. And if there is any position which is earlier to this position, the previous position, we can take these 3 indexes 0, 1, and 2 as our answer. Why? Because these 1 and 2 will be like increasing, whereas this 0 and 1, the elements corresponding to this will be like this, like it will increase, it will like just a minute, because we know that 1 and 2 are increasing, so like it will be like have this behavior. There will be maxima here, there will be this here, and we know that 3 and 1 it's decreasing, so like it's like this. So in a way we can say that this is like here, and this is here, and this is here. So we can And in short, what we are doing is like for a length 3, we are choosing two elements which are decreasing or increasing. If they are decreasing, it will be like this. If they are increasing, it will be like this. And one position in its complement, we know in the complement it will be in the complement it will make it decreasing if it is increasing in the original vector, or if it is decreasing in the original vector, it will gonna increase. So in this way, we can always we will always in the position to choose three elements. Just a minute, here I have done something wrong. Like it will be decreasing from here, and then this increase. Okay, it is decreasing from here, but it cannot decrease from here. Then, yeah, it will always be like this. So yeah, we can take this element and this element and this element, or we can take this element and this element and this element. So yeah, I hope you understand the idea that two elements for length 3 will be increasing, and one element from the previous position to the current to the previous position will make it decreasing. So yeah, what about length 4? The length 3 is okay, it's okay, we have done this. Now what about length 4? We know that for length 4 it should have variation like this. It should have variation like this, like that the element at these two position will be strictly in between the element at this position. But we know what we have done in the length 3 and length 4. We have taken like this. We have taken one position from which it is increasing and then it is decreasing. And also, what other case we have done for the length 3 is this. We have done this case that when it will be decreasing and then it will increase. So it means for a length 4, it's only possible if there are subsequence of length 3 uh, ending at that position. It means only then we can choose a position, and also a subsequence of length 4 is only possible when there is some common starting position, pointed to which there is one element which is increasing and one element which is decreasing, like here. One element which is increasing and one element which is decreasing, and the current element which is such that it is in the middle of these two and satisfying our consistency condition as well. So in this way, the subsequence of length 4 can only be possible if there is two subsequences of length 3 starting from some common position, and then we can take that common position, and also then we can take the one position which is the peak position corresponding to one subsequence of length 3, and the other position which is we can take which is correspond to the lower peak from the other subsequence, and the common and the last common position which will be our current element, we can take that as well. So now let us see the implementation to understand whatever I have told a little bit better. So what we have done is like we are given n and q, and then we are given this input, and yeah, I have written this binary search function, which will help us to do the binary search corresponding to a given function. So now this is our vector. This is our answer for length 4 and for length 3, and this is our smx is our one's vector, and the complement of this will be mxs, and similarly smn will be our other vector, and the complement to it will be the mns, and this pose is those positions which are common to both of the subsequences. And we will have a vector of count which will be initialized as 2, and we will going to reduce the count as we going to take the element into consideration. If we put two elements, if there are two elements which are the beginning point of two subsequences, it means that the count corresponding to this will be 0. So that can be an eligible candidate to put in this vector, in this set of integer which is position. So what we are doing is like we're iterating our array from the left to right, and then what we are doing is like we are if our in one vector in one of the vector we are putting the elements only if like for example if it is not empty, and we will want to remove those elements if the elements are increasing, that is we want to keep only decreasing elements. So and we will, if we want to keep the decreasing elements, so we will want to insert the corresponding elements in this set mxs, and we're going to remove the pop. I have told you that we're going to remove, and we will also remove decrease the count. If the count becomes 0, it means that it is the starting element for the two position, for two subsequences. So we will going to insert then in this post set. Similarly for the minimum and its complement, and in each position, in each time, the current element will be pushed in the both of the vectors. And if our answer is there for some index, if like we can initialize our answer for an index I to be the index I minus 1, because we can remove that element I. Like that is, we can always have a, because we have to choose subsequence, not a contiguous subsequence. And this position maximum and position minimum denotes that whether there are elements which is previous to it in our vector, that is like here. So this PMX will show that there are two elements or more than two elements in this vector. And if there are more than two elements in this vector, that is, this is not equal to my, because we are subtracting one as well. So if there are two vectors, if there's only one vector, this will subtract one, then make it zero, make it like the zero index will make it minus one. If it is more than two vectors, so then this will be zero, it will start from zero. And then we will try to find the previous position in their complement. Like for example, in the case of PMX, PMX that we are finding the SMX. So of course, from the previous position, we are finding the previous position in the, like the position which is previous to the previous position in its complement. And if it's not in the beginning, then it means like we can take that previous position, and also we can take the current position. Current position is I, and the previous position is SMX PMX, and this position is the position in its complement. So if we have this vector of length 3, if there is no vector of length 3 is present, we will put that. Or otherwise, if there is a length 3 vector present, but its first element is greater than in this case, in the earlier case, then we will want to initialize this as our subsequence as well, because this is our greedy approach. Similarly for the length, for when we will deal with the other case, and when both of these are when both of these have elements more than 2, it means there is some subsequence which is starting from a common position, and that common position we will find in the position set, and then we will take that position and we will take other two positions from the two vectors, and then the third position will be our, the last position will be our current position, that is I, and we will initialize it on this G vector to F or I, which denotes the length for ending at index I to be this vector. So yeah, so we'll answer the queries in constant time after doing this pre-processing. So if our length 4 is empty, first of all, and if it is, even if it's not empty, but the index which is it is beginning from, it is not greater than or equal to L, then the the length 4 is not there. But if it is there, then we'll output 4, and its corresponding its indexes we will put with addition of 1, because we are having an array starting from index 0. And after that, if this is not the case, then the length 3 will be the case. If both of them are not there, then the length will be 0 only. So in this way, we'll want to do this problem. It's kind of like complicated to explain the code in this way, as I'm explaining. But I hope when you will do this by yourself, then you will understand it a little bit more better. But the more explanation is like, the real explanation is in this way that I have explained it, how we're going to choose the subsequences. Like in one vector we're going to increasing, another vector we're going to decreasing, and its complement will going to increase or decrease correspondingly. And then we're going to take two elements from here and one element from here. And if there is subsequence of length 4, then it should have at least one position which is common to both of them, and we can take that common position, and the one position from the one vector affect other position from the other vector, depending on which is the minimum, and the minimum will come first, the maximum will come second, and then the last position will be our current position. So in this way we're going to do this problem. So I hope you understand this problem. With this note, I will terminate now.